Americans are a compassionate people. We're a freedom-loving people. And in Darfur, in Africa, in the Sudan, one of the greatest humanitarian tragedies is happening. 200,000, 300,000 deaths. Close to 2 million human beings dispossessed, refugees, without homes, gender-based violence, rapes. Rape is an act of war. We should care about Africa. We should care about that continent that maybe strategically is not as important to us as the Middle East or Europe. But nonetheless, as humanitarians, we should care about what happens in Darfur. I've had 3 successful negotiations with President Bashir. 2 related to hostage rescues, one an American journalist, and then with the Save Darfur Coalition, we negotiated a ceasefire. What I found in my dealings with him is that he was very aware of what the Save Darfur Coalition had been publishing in terms of ads, television, and it upset him. We made a difference, but we did it by engaging and pushing and pressuring, and that's what I believe is needed on an international basis, with major governments taking the lead, like the United States, the European Union, China. That's what is needed. The average American is more powerful than he or she thinks. If I'm an average American, I want to do something about Darfur, the first thing I would do is join the Save Darfur Coalition. They will let you know what you can do to make a difference in your own community, whether it's withdrawing investments to the Sudan, whether it's getting involved locally. Write your member of Congress, write your senator. Ask your senator and congressman to put pressure on the government of the Sudan. That makes you an involved citizen. And then most importantly, watch what the presidential candidates are saying about Darfur and gauge them on their sincerity, but also their involvement on the issue. The worst thing we can do is not pay attention. The worst thing we can do is say, oh, it's Africa, it's not strategically important. There's a moral imperative for all of us to get involved in one of the worst humanitarian tragedies of all time. And just because it's Africa, just because it's Darfur, just because it doesn't threaten America's immediate security interests, but it threatens our moral leadership in the world unless we do more, not just as a government, but as a people.